What up, gang? How you all doing? Hope you all doing well. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about that. If you are bored or you got nothing else to do, just do more work. So, for example, just then, right, the whole thing I did all night was I just did a bunch of outreach into potential clients because I got everything I've done today, such as I did all the work, such as I made a content, I pretty much outreached to some clients, I read a book, I went to the gym. So I did all my to-do list, right? And every now and then, every time I get bored and I have nothing else to do the remainder of the day, what I do is I just do more work, honestly. Because if you want to get to your goals quicker, you just do more work. That's literally what you have to do. Just work more harder. Now, I'm not saying you have to work harder for the sake of working harder. What I'm saying is that just be more intentional. Be more intentional what you do. Because the more intentional you do that work towards your goals and your dreams, the more you'll get there. For example, right? A few hours ago, when I was at the gym, I was actually listening to a podcast about Thomas Edison, right? So Thomas Edison is the guy who invented the light bulb, right? And it was kind of interesting how he actually became successful, how he made the light bulb was that he was obsessed about work. He was so obsessed about work that the only thing that was stopping him from getting to where he wanted to get to was the lack of his focus. Alright? And it's interesting how that guy was a fucking maniac. Because he was working so much that the only thing he was thinking about was figuring out ways how to invent the light bulb. That was his whole mission, Thomas Edison, right? It's kind of interesting how that guy, every now and then, every night, he would just keep working. It even got to the point where he even, cancelled his own wedding to actually figure out how to invent the light bulb. It's actually so amazing how, a lot of these people who are successful or who actually want to get to their goals in life is that they're just very obsessed about certain things. Because you've got to be very obsessed. And just today, right, just then, I just did a bunch of outreaching to potential clients, such as potential clients in the tourism industry, such as I'll reach out to every single basically tourism board that I can reach out to, where I can actually get my chance of getting more high paying clients, especially in the travel industry. Because the life I want is I want to be able to fucking have financial freedom to travel anywhere I want by working with tourism boards and building my own personal brand where I don't have to be location dependent. That's my long-term goal. My long-term goal is being able to travel around the world and being able to make money out of it through photography and videography and through content creation. That's my long-term goal. That's why just then I've just been outreaching all day. That's literally what I've been doing, man. I just been outreach on my Instagram account and I was about to fall asleep, but that's what I've been doing, man. And honestly, that's how much I am really obsessed about becoming a travel photographer, videographer, or making, as a travel content creator, whatever it is. Because I'm so obsessed. The only thing I think about is literally posting content and outreach. Those are the only two systems I really focus on when I want to become successful. The only things you need to focus on in order to become successful is focus on a system that works for you. For example, for me, I found a system that works for me. For example, my main systems in order to become successful is literally post content and outreach. That's all I do now these days. That's the only thing I think about these days. Literally post content and outreach, post content, outreach. That's the only thing I think of. That's literally what I do every day. Post content, outreach, post content, outreach. Because that's the only thing I think about. And then for you guys, it might be different. For you guys, it could be posting content and launch new products. Launch more new products, launch new digital products or blah, blah. Or for you, let's say if you're a music artist, maybe create a new album every year, once a year, and network with people in the music industry. Or create a go live band with your music. I don't know. That could be you. But in the end of the day, you've got to learn how to create a system that works. And once you create a system, then it becomes easy to get work done and you just become so obsessed about it. That's what I did just then. I was just spending all day just doing work. Just working my ass off until I get the shit done. Because That's not even I do think about, honestly. Like, it's funny how whenever time when people are saying, oh, what have you been up to besides work? I'm just, oh, just work. That's not even I think about these. I just think of work 24/7. Because I just love what I do. I really fucking do, man. Like, the only thing I do think about is just work. I don't really think about going out with friends or family. The only thing I only want to hang out with people is I want to hang out with people who love to work. That's it. That's my work-life balance, honestly. My work-life balance is just work 24/7. You know, that's what I think about, honestly. Just work, work, work. Yeah, there might be days where I might, take it easy, take a break. But then once take a break, I get so fucking bored that the only thing I do is I end up doing more work in the end. I end up making more content and I'm outreaching more because I've got nothing else to do. That's how bored I get. When I get bored, I just like to do more work. That's how my brain works, man. And people think that, like, oh, you need to relax, take it easy. I agree, but, like, you know what? Fuck it. I actually enjoy what I do. I find a fulfillment just outreaching or even making content. It just gives me fulfillment. Even making this YouTube video right now gives me fulfillment. I actually get fulfillment just, talking in front of the camera when I don't feel like it. I get so much fulfillment. So, that's what I've been doing, honestly. Just work. Work, work, work. Until when I don't feel like working. That's just my lifestyle these days. Just work, work. So work until I get bored, and then I just keep working. So that's what I got to say. Just do more work. If you want to achieve your goals, just do more fucking work. And I know a lot of you guys think, oh yeah, I don't want to grind, hustle, but in some way you have to grind because you gotta want it so badly that you have to get there. But be intentional about it at the same time. Don't just work for the sake of working. Be more intentional. Be smart about it as well. So that's what I got to say. Anyways, have a good one. See ya. Bye.